Kim here, Director of Communications for the Arizona Senate Republicans, and joining me today is District 11 Senate President Pro Tem Vince Leach, and all eyes are on Ukraine and Russia. Give us a little background as to what's going on exactly. A lot of people don't understand this.
Well, in a simple couple of words, it's democracy versus dictatorship. Kim, I had the opportunity many years ago to be in Russia, to travel Russia as a student, back when it was behind the Iron Curtain. And I was in Riga, Leningrad, Moscow, and I was in Kiev. And to see the control of a government over its people, and as a young student, you saw it, but you didn't realize how controlling it was until you were there, until you saw the lifestyle, and to see how the foreigners, and I was one, were treated much, much better than those people on the street. To go to the stores and not see bread on the counters. To see all those things that were purportedly good in what was then the Soviet Union. And now we're seeing a monster of a country go forward and go into a country that has freedom, has tasted freedom, is living freedom, and a powerhouse wants to go in and take it away from them. That is wrong.
And this is an unprovoked war.
It's unprovoked, and there are many reasons that people could probably point to for why the Russians are doing this. But let's face it, step number one is obviously Ukraine, but Poland is right behind that, and the March and the Europeans, land and minerals and people are a source of power, and that puts them in a very powerful position. And that's why we put out, the Senate leadership put out over the weekend a position letter, or a statement on backing the people of Ukraine, backing their fight. People, men from ages 18 to 60 cannot get out of the country. They're asked to stay, to take up arms against this vicious, vicious aggressor. Ladies and young children can leave. But we're seeing people taking up guns, hunting guns, and fighting this oppressor. And we need to back that with every ounce that we have.
This is all in the name of democracy, and we're looking at leaders here within Arizona taking a stance, and many of them are supporting this movement, as they should.
Kim, I gave my Pledge of Allegiance and pledged an oath to this country as a military person many years ago. In 2015, 17, 19, and 21, every time I was reelected, I pledged to defend the United States of America, the Constitution of the United States of America, and that of Arizona. I am doing this. I will do that to the nth degree. This is important. This is important, even though it's across the ocean, many miles away. This is very important. Americans that like democracy, that live under a democratic, Republican government, need to step up and say, Ukraine, we're behind you. We're with you 100%. We will give you our all.
And a lot of leaders can take note as to how President Zelensky reacted when the federal government offered to fly him out of the Capitol to protect his life. And he said, no, I am staying here with my people and I am going to protect this democracy.
There was a great shot, and I don't know if I saw it in a news clip or if it was a picture, a camera photo. It doesn't make any difference. But he was on the front line with his people. This is, some asked a U.S. military person last night, how do you tell a military person over there that's potentially going to be overwhelmed, how do you tell them to fight? I thought he gave a very, very inward answer that all of us should remember. He said, it's not about winning the battle, it's about love of country. That's why they're doing it. They love the Ukraine. There were people that I just had a constituent who's a first generation American. Their parents came from Ukraine. She's been schooled here, but she has two relatives, one a priest, one a nun, and they said they would rather go to heaven via the Ukraine than leave their brother and whatever help that they can offer their countrymen, they will stay there to the end. That's the love of country that these people are living with, and probably going without food and the niceties that we have in the United States of America. That you're not going to see on the news, but that's what people are doing in the Ukraine, have been over the weekend, and will continue to do out of love for country.
Democracy, certainly a worthwhile fight, and our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine, their government, and we hope, we know that they are going to prevail against this evil dictatorship.
They will, and I give them all of my support.
All right. Thank you, Senate President Pro Temp Vince Leach, for joining us today.